Hi everybody. You never know when you wake up in the morning what kind of fun we're gonna have with Fred. So this is episode 3, Fun with Fred. Today, Fred is working on my Sportster. I have a 1992 Sportster, and so it needs a lot of maintenance, and he's the maintenance man around here. As you can see, our garage is just what a man dreams about. Actually, I should say it's his garage. So I'm going to talk to Fred about what we're doing with the Sportster. Of course, everything starts off simple. So let's see how simple this has turned into. Where's Fred? Oh, Fred. So what are you doing today?
I'm replacing kickstand bushings in spring. And someone has done this before, and they put a quarter pin in instead of the right clip. So the quarter pin is bigger than the hole, and they forced it and bent it back over. So now I'm trying to get the quarter pin that doesn't belong there out, so I can get the kickstand bushings in. That's,
So simple doesn't always mean simple. So this is my 92 Sportster, which I bought brand new in 1992, and it's gets quite a few looks because it's such an old bike and well taken care of. It's an antique, right? So we look down here.
right here is where there is a quarter pin, and it's supposed to be a clip that Harley designed so you can just pop it out. And the quarter pin is wedged in there. I'm going to try to get it out one more time. If not, I'm going to cut it out. So we'll see what happens. Try a little persuasion with a hammer. Tried straightening it out, but couldn't do it. And it's on a pin that spins. So you got to hold it with one hand. Rusty old needle. Can't really get any leverage on it.
So this is something that we've been dealing with the past 2 years, is a loose kickstand. We do have a motorcycle jack, but Fred decided it was a lot of work, Fred, to put it on the motorcycle jack.
The jack goes right where the kickstand is. This I saw a guy on YouTube did this. Just lean it up against something. Because
So here we are back with Fred in the next step. As you notice, he's on a great mat, which we bought. Do you remember the name of the mat company, Fred, that you're laying on?
Super Creeper.
Super what?
Super Creeper, I think it was.
It was Super Creeper. Very comfortable, and that's what he uses all the time now. So here we are on the kickstand where we're at. He got the cotter pin out, but the cotter pin did break in quite a few different spots, and this pin, as you see, is worn, and that's what you had to change, right, Fred?
Yeah.
So now we're at the point where we're putting a new spring in, and what's happening is, bring the
kickstand goes back all right, but there's not enough tension on the spring, so we're going to relocate the hole in the kickstand, because this spring here was replaced 5 years ago, and it's up better. We still, the backstop is a rubber backstop that goes here that the kickstand goes against, and even with this, without the, it should be up against there. So I'm going to try to tighten up the string by putting it in a different hole. Excuse me. So I can see what size dress it is.
So if you notice, there's an extra hole right there on the kickstand, and if we take the spring and we tighten it, he's going to make that hole bigger. and then get the rubber stop, which is back ordered from Harley. They didn't have it. And because it's an old bike, it's hard to get parts for again. So that's where we're at right now. And so Fred's gonna work on that next. Fun with Fred on a Saturday morning. Hi, so here we are 4 hours later, and we're sort of cleaned up, and Fred is gonna just update you on what he did to replace or repair the kickstand on my 1992 883 Sportster.
Yeah, it's a simple job that didn't go all that well because there was a cotter pin in place of the actual pin that holds the kickstand on. It was probably 45 minutes to get that cotter pin out. And once that was out, we just put it all back together and the kickstand working fine now. But all the videos I watched showed bushings, and they were for later model Harleys evidently. And evidently this didn't have any bushings in the pin, but I have to look into that a little further at the Harley dealer. We'll see what happens, but it's done now anyway. The kickstand's nice and high. We're still waiting for this, the bump stop for the kickstand, the rubber thing that just pops onto the thing. Because when I took it for its sticker yesterday, when you take a left-hand turn, the kickstand was dragging on the ground, but now it's riding nice and high. It's a new spring, a new clip, and a new pin that hold the kickstand in. So she's got her sticker and she's ready to rock and roll. There you go. Have a nice day.
Great. Fun with Fred, episode 3. So long.
Bye.